Hey, Butterfly family. I hope many of you are having an awesome Sunday. Happy Sunday to many of you. I decided to do a celebrity reading today. Um, this one is on Jacky O. This is her picture right here. Jacky O passed away a week ago. Um, she was having, they call it a mommy makeover surgery. And she has three beautiful children. Jacky O is the mother of DC Young Fly. Um, he's like an actor slash comedian, and this is him down below. She's the mother of his children, of his three children, and she also used to be on Wild and Out, also along with DC Young Fly as well. Anyway, um, let me just say this real quick. She was on my mind yesterday evening, and I did a private reading on her. I did a private reading on Jacky O, and the reason I decided to do, and if you notice, if you notice, I'm just now doing a reading on her. I wasn't really planning on doing one on her. If anything, I said to myself, well, I had to do a private reading on her, but some things came out of that reading that was kind of alarming to me. And I know it's a lot of conspiracy theorists out there. People have right to their opinion, to think how they want to think, even when it comes to watching, my videos and others. Okay, but when I was checking out people who was doing commentary on Jacky O's story, I was listening to it, and a lot of things they were saying was resonating with me. I pretty much kept it to myself because I'm like, I don't know, this is interesting, but the information that's coming out as far as the hearsay, the conspiracy theorists, that kind of information right there, for the most part, it'll pretty much just be to where, how do you say, the truth won't be televised, if you know what I mean. So anyway, I decided to go ahead and just do my own private reading yesterday evening. Let me just say it like that. While I was sitting in my room, and I was using my shadow deck right here. Shout out to Divine Vision. I was using the Divine Shadows of Oracle, and this gives me an idea about those shadow aspects of a person. There's those shadow energies, where due to one's thoughts, how they're feeling, their actions, and also if anyone that happens to be with her, um, as far as during that time that led up to her, um, death, shall I say. Um, it will come out as far as their energy. It will come out here, as well as I will pick up on her energy as well. So anyway, to piggyback, she went to a plastic surgeon or whatever, had a mommy makeover, and they had her staying in one of those like hotels or whatever, and she ended up passing away, at the hotel. And it's really a mystery to everybody. A lot of people feel like her doctor, is due to his negligence. Let me just say that. Um, or it could be something as simple as, she could have had an infection, like as far as, the aftermath of that surgery. She could have had some kind of infection that could have led up to her death, or somebody could have taken her out. Right now, we're still waiting to find out what actually happened to her. And sometimes you can't even really go by that, because I know this to be true. When they want to cover things up, they can pay people. Please know that. We're talking about Hollywood. Anyway, so when I did a private reading on Jacky, this what came out last night. Now today is the 11th. This information came out last night. I have her picture here on my bed, and I'm going to blow these images up. And what I saw here to me was very alarming. I'm not here accusing anybody of anything, family. I'm gonna let the spirit do the talking, and I'm not even gonna say that she was taken out. I was just using this deck right here. That's why I felt the need to go ahead and do another reading on her and just make it public and see what else going to come out. 'Cause I'm definitely seeking not only clarity but confirmation of what I already know. Okay, as far as being led by the spirit. So whatever you see and hear in this reading concerning the late Jacky O, it is not facts. We know this. It is allegedly, and this is for entertainment purpose only. Now, with that being said, let me go ahead and get started. I'm going to share with you the information that came out last night when I was doing my private reading on Jacky O. As you see right here, hold on, family. As you see right here on the bottom, hold up. As you see right here on the bottom, that's her picture. This is the bottom. I'm sorry. This is her picture. This is the bottom down here. I want to read out what came out. And none of this is in divine order, okay? Right here on the bottom, I have I have blindsided. I have blindsided over here on your left. I have blindsided. When you move over, I have sabotage. Blindsided, we know that's somebody that's not focused that day or caught off guard. Then I have sabotage. You can look at it as though she was sabotaged, or I think about self sabotage, holding on to something or someone that no longer serves you. So a lot of times we can sabotage ourselves. And then right here, I have disrespectful. This could be how she was feeling as far as how somebody was treating her. They were coming out very disrespectful towards her. When I move over here, I have emotional blackmail. I think about somebody that's mind effing you, okay? Right here in the center, let me see here. Okay, hold on 1 minute. Right here in the center, I have insecurities. Okay, I have insecurities right here. And then on top, I have fearful. When I move over, I have drowning. And we know she didn't drown, but I can also get drowning when it comes to someone that's very upset. Okay, they're feeling very overwhelmed. And then I have over here entanglement. And my butterflies already know what time it is when it comes to that. That's pretty much a complicated relationship that can be quite toxic. So think about it. Who was you in a relationship with, okay? Cause I've been hearing nothing but good things about her when it comes to her friendships. I don't know how her relationship was with her child father, but anyway, I have here entanglement. Then we move over here. I have evasive. Hold up 1 minute. I have evasive. This is someone that avoids commitment. So somebody that she likes to get close to her avoids commitment. And she wasn't even married to her children's father. She has 3 children by um, her children's father. At the top right here, I have trauma. I have here, what's that? Disconnection. Disconnection. I have here deception. That's playing a part. When I move over here, I have grudge, somebody carrying a grudge. And below, I have absent-minded. Like I said, she wasn't focused. Right here on the top, I have explosive. I think about emotion, somebody going from 1 to 10. Over here, in the secret place, I have somebody coming off arrogance to the right. Below, I have complacency. She was unaware of danger. And the fact that she had that surgery, that could have definitely played a part. She was unaware of danger. It just depends on what complacency meant for her, okay, on that day. But right here, she was unaware of danger. And up here, I have abuse. Sorry, hold on, let me get to it. I have here abuse. At the head, I have ghosting. I think about someone that's not reliable. They leave you hanging. They abandon you. So I'm wondering, was somebody with her? Was somebody actually with her? Because really, that's what stood out to me when I saw ghosting. That's at the head. So was somebody there with her in the room and they happened to leave? Because I'm picking up like an argument. Something jumped off, in the room, an argument, and somebody up and left. So anyway, I have here ghosting. And then I have, what's this right here? I can't see. I have depression. She was feeling very depressed. And not only that, she was very insecure. She was a beautiful girl, but, you never know what's going on in people's heads when it comes to how they view themselves and how they feel about themselves. And I have ambulance at the top. Ambulance. Let me see. Yeah, ambulance at the top. So anyway, this is what came out of my private reading. So the fact, like I said, I was seeing explosive. Hold on, family. The fact that I was seeing like certain words like sabotage, blindsided, explosive, entanglement, you know, um, trauma, abuse, somebody not committed, to me, this is pretty much like relationship vibes. And also, I'm seeing the word ghosting. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, normally when I think about ghosting, I think about, you're going to meet up with somebody, no call, no show, or they don't show up, or they leave you hanging, you get it. Or if she was with somebody on that day, she could have got into it with them and they could have up and left her, pretty much, leave her hanging. So, like I said, I'm not accusing anybody of anything. I just want to see what's going to come back out using this deck, family. And I'm also going to use some other homemade decks that I have, and just to get an idea, what's going on with this sister. And remember, family, it is allegedly, okay? We know it's not going to bring her back. Um, I definitely am picking up on her energy. She was definitely high vibrational, very positive person. And may she definitely, soar in power, okay, in the afterlife. I don't really want to say rest in peace because, when it comes to death, there really is no death, if you know what I mean. Energy just transfer. But anyway, let me see here. I like this picture right here, so I'm gonna use this right here. I can just see she was just a beautiful person inside and out. Hold up, family. So anyway, remember these. Remember what came out. Okay, you try to remember what came out. When you're ready to get back started again. Spirit is now truth and clarity about Jacky O. What, what were those energies, shadow energies like on the day Jacky O passed, before she passed? What were those shadow energies like on the day before Jacky O passed? And if there was anybody in her present, what were their energy as well around her? What were those shadow energies like with Jacky O on the day she passed? Okay, I'm going to keep going until Spirit tell me to stop. All right, family. The first card I have is empty. I tell you what, she was not in a good place that day. When I did that private reading, we saw the word depression. Um, she was not in a good place at all. This right here lets me know that she was feeling very um, hopeless. Okay, and also when I get this, I think about somebody that's depressed as well. It's like they can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. So she was definitely going through some personal things. Definitely. And for me to see empty alone, her headspace, she wasn't feeling good about herself or about her current situation that she was in. Next, I have distraction. This lets me know that she was distracted on that day about something or about someone. Next, I have callous. This is someone that's showing no emotional or insensitive to others' feelings that was bothering her. Okay. This is someone that's showing no emotion or very unsensitive to others' emotions and feelings. Not emotion, but feelings. At the head, I have drunk. There was some drinking. So if this is not Jacky drinking, and I don't see why this would be her because she just had surgery, she's supposed to be, healing. If this is not her energy, somebody was definitely around her that was drinking. Next, I have anxiety. Next, I have grief, experiencing grief. And in the center, I have not only drunk at the head, but I have drugs. So this is playing a part also. You know, it could have been some drugs in her system, allegedly, or somebody was in her present on that day, in her space, in her environment that could have had some drugs in their system. Or you can look at it from the perspective she could have still had drugs on her system due to, she just had surgery and she was there recovering, So who knows? This could have played a part. But anyway, I have her drugs. Let's continue. Some clarity about Jacky O. Those shallow energy that was going on with her before her passing, or anybody that was with her on that day. Next, I have the word desperation. So who knows? This may play a part as far as why she decided to have that surgery done. That's what called mommy makeover. But anyway, I have here desperation. Behind it, I have empty. Next, I have insecurities. It came right back out. She really wasn't feeling good about herself. Or maybe she felt like she wasn't good enough. Insecurities. Behind it, I have distractions. Next, I have held hostage. That's quite interesting. This is someone that feels trapped when it comes to the environment that they're in. You know, um, they can't see a way out. At the head, I have jealousy. And behind it, I have drunk. So somebody is definitely carrying that energy. Next, I have helpless. And remember the word empty, somebody feeling empty. They feel also helpless as well. I have here helpless. And behind helpless, I have anxiety. Next, I have manipulation in the secret place. And then also I have grief. Somebody, giving her grief. And I have here antagonist. This is how somebody's coming off. Antagonist. showing hostility towards another. Let's continue. So as you see, whether somebody was there or not, somebody was giving her grief, had her feeling some type of way about herself, and she was feeling not only depressed, she was feeling insecurity and also helpless. And then I see right now, whomever she was communicating with, they had her brainwashed, and mind effing her, if you know what I mean, as far as using, her feelings, against her, if you know what I mean. Well, let me say this: using her feelings as far as how she feel about them, against her. That's how they were able to control her due to her how she was feeling about them. Next, I have internalizing, taking things in. Next, I have aggression, and behind that, I have insecurities. Next, I have bitterness. At the head, I have vindictive, and behind vindictive, I have jealousy. Next, I have lustful. And remember, we also saw the message that let us know that somebody is uncommitted. Because that came out in my private reading, the word evasive. Someone is uncommitted. I have here lustful. And if this is not her energy, which I don't believe so, this could be the energy of the other person of interest. I let me be the judge when it comes to that. Pretty much somebody that has more than one sexual partner. And behind that, feeling helpless. That's how she was feeling. To me, you know what I pick up when I'm looking at her. I'm picking up on the energy. Damn if I do and damn if I don't. Damn if I do and damn if I don't. It's like trying to please somebody, but you're still not getting what you want out of the situation. And family, she was with her child's father for I think 8 or 9 years. But anyway, let's continue. And they were not even married. Next, we have bias going along with whatever the person's telling her. And behind that, we have what? Manipulation. In the center, we have brain. Well, I already said it already. Brainwash. And I'm not saying he did anything to her, but from what I'm seeing here, because I don't know these two were like an actual couple before she passed. I haven't heard anything about her being involved with anybody else. But I have seen a video of Jacky O and her and her child's father on the video, and I really did not like the energy that I was getting as far as how he was talking to her, and they were like on live, but she was still holding up, you know, from the perspective of she was not letting him see her. Um, Hold on 1 minute, family. But anyway, family. But the point I'm trying to make is when Jacky Owen, um, her children's father, were on his social site. I don't know what kind of social site it was, but anyway, I think it went live, and it's just the way he was talking to her. I just thought it was very disrespectful. But maybe that's how it has always been behind the scenes between those two. And she probably became immune to it. Let me just say that. But I thought she carried herself very well. It couldn't have been me. Let me just say that. To me, I just feel like he was, just really disrespecting her. But like I said, maybe that's just part of his characteristic, as far as how they are with each other. Because sometimes we get with people, they get used to you, they take you for granted, and they just talk to you any kind of way. And that's the vibe that I was getting with between these two when he was talking to her, and the whole time she was just smiling, just taking things in. And I thought about this right here, internalizing. taking things in, but that's still poison when you putting the word putting the person down with your words. Okay, but I'm still sensing that she had enough love for him that if he wanted to marry I truly believe that she would definitely say yes. You know. But anyway, that's just me. That's just what I'm picking up about these two. Their relationship was definitely toxic and complicated. Let's continue. Next, I have disagreeable. Now, family, this the energy that I'm getting about Jackie O on the day that she pays, like before she pays. This is the energy that I'm getting about her as far as what's going on with her and anyone that could have been in her present or anybody that she could have been communicating with. Okay, this is what I'm picking up. I have her disagreeable. Next, I have ignorance, and behind that, I have aggression. Next, I have denial, in denial, and behind that, I have bitterness. At the head, I have temptation. And behind this, I have vindictive. Somebody coming out very vindictive. So temptation is playing the part. Next, I have awkward. Maybe she was feeling awkward that day or put in a awkward position. Over here, I have in a secret place the word dark. I think about dealing with a dark individual, or she could have been in the dark about something. Like, when it comes to a person keeping things from you, secrets. And in the center, I have humiliation. And behind this, I have brainwash. And remember we did see the word evasive, someone that avoids commitment. Let's continue. Next, I have destruction. I think about sudden destruction. Also, I think about the wide path family. And when it comes to that path, it's full of distraction. Whether you are distracted on the wrong things or on the wrong individual, but it always leads to destruction. Okay, sudden destruction. And behind it, I have disagreeable. Next, I have guilt. Next, I have aloof. So when it comes out very distant, you could say this could have been Jackie energy or the energy of whomever that was in her present that day, or someone that you could have been communicating with. Okay, they could have been coming out very distant towards her. At the head, I have complacency. It came back out again. This is someone that's unaware of danger. And look what else came back out again: sabotage. You could say Jackie was sabotage, or she was operating in self sabotage due to her, negative thinking and her poor actions that led up to her death. And also, I think about, holding on to things or someone that no longer serve you. Okay, you can sabotage yourself that way. Also, in a secret place, I have greed. And in the center, I have conflicted. And behind conflicted, I have humiliation. And let me say this: I don't know if many of you seen that video of Jackie O and I forgot his name. that comedian, her children's father. But the way he was talking to her on that live, yeah, that's nothing but humiliation. I think about humiliation rituals, to tell you the truth. But anyway, I'm pretty sure not only was she internalizing, taking things in, but she definitely felt conflicted and humiliated. Anything else the spirit wants to know about Jackie O? What was going on with her on that day before her passing? Whoop. I have here domineering. Now, this is not Jackie energy. She was definitely communicating with somebody on that day that was very domineering. I think about a control freak. Any other shot of energy that was going on with Jackie on that day before her passing? Any other shot of energies that was going on with Jackie O? All right, I'm gonna stop right here. I have here envy. I've already showed you domineering already. I have here confusion on that day. And we did see the word drugs, so that alone, can cause a person to be experiencing confusion. But maybe this is has more to do with what was going on with her in her personal life. And I have here addictions. There are all kind of addictions: drugs, alcohol, sex addictions, workaholic addiction. As far as someone that attracts the wrong kind of individuals to them, toxic individuals. Somebody coming out condescending that came back out. Absent minded. She wasn't that focused that day. Looked like she had a lot on her mind. And ego bound. If it wasn't Jackie energy, and I doubt it, it was the energy of whomever that was in her company, shall I say, or whomever she was communicating with on that day. I'm getting ready to use my Gain Insight homemade deck real quick. Anything Spirit wants to know about Jackie O, as far as what was going on with her in her personal life. Just anything Spirit wants to know, okay? Holy Spirit leads me to all truth and clarity about Jackie O. Anything Spirit wants to know about Jackie O, as far as those energies that was going on with her before her passing, what was she going through, what was she dealing with. Mm. Look what came out, feeling lost. She was not in a good place at all, emotionally nor mentally. Someone had her feeling like this, feeling lost. And remember, also we saw feeling helpless, and the word depression, and the word desperation. The need to have fun, partying. This could be the energy that was going on with her behind the scenes. feel used and betrayal. I'm not really sure what this means because, as far as I know, I have not heard anything about the results of the autopsy on this sister. I haven't heard the word justice. It just depends on what this means to her. I haven't heard anything about this being foul play, but the way I see it, if anyone did cause this sister to lose her life, shall I say, they shall reap what they sow. Remember that word lustful came back out. Given into lust, exploring their sexuality, sexually active. Now, let me say this real quick. I did hear a rumor, okay, a little birdie on social media. Somebody was saying something about um her child's father. Like I said, I don't know if they were together or not. Maybe they just co-parent, just friends. I don't know. But I heard a rumor that somebody was saying allegedly that he could have been bi, okay, which I don't care what floats your boat. That's his business. But let me see something. What I get from Jackie is alleged. I had to say allegedly now, because she's not here to defend herself. But what I get with her is lust due to sexually active. Okay, but you could be sexually active just with your partner. But I'm feeling like this could be the other person of interest. Okay, um, it has here given into lust, exploring their sexuality, sexually active. So if this is not Jackie energy, this could be the energy of her significant other or allegedly her child's father. Okay. Remember that word dark that somebody found out about somebody? Pretty much somebody was in the dark. Somebody was keeping somebody in the dark. Remember that? The word dark, I let me know that can be a clue. I think about somebody keeping somebody in the dark because see, they came out in the secret place. So if this is not her energy, this could have been bothering her also. Or she could have found out about this. Allegedly her child father could have been in the dark, if you know what I mean. It says giving it into lust, exploring their sexuality, sexually active. And this just says hint the color yellow, and it represents when I think about this right here, I think about someone that's trying to get their power back, or they could have been feeling powerless. Okay, you can't see it; it's in the color yellow. Okay, the words, but I think about someone that's operating in, you know, exercising their power, or they're feeling powerless, and the need to get their power back. We see already in her spread she was feeling powerless about someone or a situation. I feel like I feel like something was bothering her that day family. If she I'm sensing that she wasn't alone that day. Now it's either she was in that room with somebody or she was on the phone talking to somebody. It's either she was with somebody, she had company in her room, or while she was in her room, she was communicating with somebody. But on that day, somebody had her feeling some type of way. And it's not in a good way at all. Let me just say that. Because it has here check close by area, still close by person or child. So somebody was still in that area close by. I don't know if somebody else had their room, had another room. Maybe she wasn't sharing a room with this individual. But for me to see this right here, this is interesting as well. It says check close by area, still close by. So I think about somebody else that could play a part in this right here. From the perspective of she probably wasn't alone that day, but maybe the person left. Could have had her feeling some type of way. Maybe could have got into an argument or whatever the case may be, or could be on the phone. But I feel like she wasn't alone that day, and the person just up and left her because we saw the word ghosting. Okay, but the spirit let me know that person was still close by. Cause so far I'm not seeing anything in here as far as somebody has done anything to her. I feel like the ultimate betrayal is she could have found out about something. But it has here betrayal. I'm sorry, betrayed. They trusted someone they know who turned on them. I didn't mean you be judged when it comes to that. Cause see, we don't know if Jacky and her child father, her children's father, was still together. I mean, they could have been just friends and still kicking it. You know how people do these days, or they still could have been a couple behind the scenes. I don't know. Now, this right here kind of had me puzzled, but I was getting a strong hit on it. I want to just read it out and tell you what I'm getting from it. It has here, they are prejudiced against groups or people racist. Now, I don't sense that Jacky is racist. Obviously, she had children by a black man, African American, okay? So, no, I'm not picking up on this being her energy. Um, this would be the other person energy. They have issues with other races or maybe their own race. Let me, if you know what I mean, okay? Um, because so far I've never seen her child's father with anyone that's of his own race, as far as with a female, and to each their own. I don't have nothing against interracial dating. To each their own, but this came out for a reason. But I'm not sensing that this is Jacky's energy, but it's somebody's energy. Okay, it's somebody's energy. How they feel about you know other people, and it could be their own race. It has right here, it has a backup phone, has two phones. So maybe Jacky had a backup phone, or the other person of interest. I let me be the judge who they can be. Maybe they have a backup phone. Maybe she found out about this backup phone. Excuse me. Check this out. They are not over their ex. So if Jacky and DC, her children's father, okay, if they were just still on good terms, as far as you know, still getting along. Now I don't know if they were still kicking it or not, but this say they are not over their ex. So I let me be the judge when it comes to that. Cause see, he could have been stringing her along. Cause remember we saw manipulation and emotional blackmail. And it keeps coming. See, a lot of times messages keep repeating themselves. So it's something to really look at, family. I'm not saying that she had a backup phone, but somebody did. Somebody was communicating Somebody had a backup phone due to being secretive, okay? And she may have found out about it, but it has here communicate secretly with a hidden backup phone. And none of this may not have anything to do with it as far as what happened to her. A lot of times, spirit reveals hidden things that's going on with the person. It has here used for their money. Maybe this is how somebody felt about her, or maybe this is how she may have felt about somebody. I'm just a messenger. It has here met online a man being secretive, a dating site, allegedly. Take off your mask, trying to appear different to who you really are. Be the real you. Remember that word drunk? It came right back out again. Inebriated, drunk, intoxicated. This may not be her energy. It could be the energy of the person that she was communicating with on that day. Cause she just had surgery. I don't know how far in between she had the surgery and she had passed, but she was supposed to be at the she was supposed to be recovering, staying at that hotel, and I'm hoping that she wasn't feeling so bad that she was drinking because that would also show up in the toxicology. Let me just say that. But anyway, drunk is coming out. Okay, inebriated, drunk, intoxicated. Somebody was drinking. I'm just hoping she didn't get so depressed about what was going on with her in her personal life that she was drinking, because that's not good either. You just had surgery. Now, sometimes you'd be surprised, people, they can just feel so, bad and be in a dark place. Because I remember seeing that word empty. That's somebody in a really, dark place. And remember, saw that word dark. I mean, you get to that place of I don't give a F, if you know what I mean, okay? At that moment is how you're feeling, you know. So I'm just hoping and praying they don't come out, when it comes to her autopsy results that she was drinking. But not only, did the word drunk come out, the word drug came out also. So somebody was had drugs in their system. Not saying it was her, but somebody had drugs in their system also, and or she could have been drugged as well. So we have to wait till the autopsy results come out. Paranoid thinking someone is out to get them stalked. This is the third time it came out. It's something about this family. And like I said, it may not have anything to do with her death. Maybe Jackie could have been secretive also, but somebody had a backup phone. Has a backup burner phone being secretive. Parents, mom or dad in denial. Look at that word denial. It has her boyfriend. But see, I don't know if this is her child's father or somebody knew she was seeing. I don't know. It says boyfriend. And then this says used for benefits. I don't know if this is how somebody was looking at her, thinking, oh, can you with me just for benefits? Or maybe this is how she was feeling somebody, is using her for benefits. I mean, I'm not sure. I know she did have her own money, and DC has his money, so I'm not really sure what this is all about. You never know what's going on with people behind the scenes. All I know is, all the time she was with DC, her children's father, they were together for a long time, what, 9 years? And they're not even married. But I truly feel like that's what she wanted. But he was not committing to her like that for whatever reason. And I truly feel like it bothered her a lot. Remember that word denial? Coming back out again. They're in denial, turns a blind eye to what's going on. So according to the spirit, whatever was going on behind the scenes with Jacky O, okay, in her personal life, as far as whomever the spirit's talking about that she was communicating with, it says, excuse me, it says they're in denial, turns a blind eye to what's going on. And then it says inside. I think about an inside job, whatever that means. That's what stands out to me, inside. And of course, she was found inside her hotel room, okay? So this ain't inside. And look what else I got. Accident cover up. They stolen from someone, took something of value. That can be anything. It can be money, something of personal of someone. The spirit is saying that somebody stolen something of values of Jackie's, okay? Something that she had on her that's of value. Motive for money and trade, whatever that means. Falling out of love, letting go. So it's a good chance that Jackie and her children's father were probably not a couple during this time. Maybe they were just, still co-parenting and just getting along for the children's sake. Hold on 1 minute, family. Hold on. All right, sorry about that, family. My little mama came in here. Um, Remember that word jealous, jealousy? With a jealous friend around you who needs enemies. That's interesting. I wonder who this is. It says with a jealous friend around you who need enemies. And a person like this can set you up as well. So we saw the word jealousy and we saw the word envy. That's interesting. Let's go around one more time, family. Alrighty, it has here facing their fears, not running away. It's just letting me know that she was facing her fears and not running away from her problems. Pretty much facing them head on. Pay attention to signs. Pay close attention to your environment, people, and dreams. And this is very telling, okay? I think about those snakes that are around you, okay, but you don't even realize it. And they waiting for you to drop your guard so they can bite you. Question inheritance and amount of money or property passed down. Needs assistance, not asking. The fact that this sister is deceased, okay, God bless her soul. What stands out to me is she was needing assistance, whatever this means to her, okay, but she was not asking. She was not asking at all. Because the opposite of this is seeking help and support from others, and she's actually seeking help and assistance. I feel like what was going on with her, she pretty much keeping it to herself. Um, and maybe she wouldn't let anybody in. Also, as far as what was going on with her, maybe she's just trying to handle the matter on her own. Okay. Had a fight with a roommate, lack of harmony. Now, roommate is anybody you live with or anybody that's under your roof at that time. Okay. So that's why I was wondering, was somebody there with her? And I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but it could have been affecting her mood as far as how she was feeling about herself, because we did see the word insecurities. But anyway, had a fight with a roommate, lack of harmony. And then this could have been on her mind also. Feel satisfaction and contentment. This not her energy, it's definitely energy of the individual, how they were feeling as far as the aftermath, okay? Feeling a sense of satisfaction and contentment as far as what went down between them and Jacky. I'm not getting a strong hit on this, but I'm going to read it out anyway. It says, "Woman will be found. There's hope." What stands out to me is family. I think about the fact that she was inside the hotel. She was found, okay, unresponsive inside the hotel. So the word inside was definitely confirmation, and she was found, okay. But now there are clues to my reading. Also, it has here a woman will be found. So now I'm wondering, was there a female that was with her on that day or inside her hotel? Just saying, okay. Just saying, if a male was not inside her room that day, was it a female? Was it somebody that she considered as a friend? Just saying, allegedly. Remember the word drunk? It has here alcohol complication, addictions, inability to control drinking, lack control. This really doesn't make any sense. It just says lost and found. What stands out to me is the word lost. Okay, how we saw earlier in other messages, person just feeling empty, lost, and helpless. Okay, but of course we know she was found in the room unconscious, and she ended up passing away. It has here they feel lonely. It has here double-minded. A person that say one thing and do another. Now, first we saw the word justice. It just depends on what that meant. Okay, when it comes to Jacky's situation. Now, this says injustice. Remember, we saw the word lustful. It has here unbalanced, unhealthy urges. I think about someone that has fetishes. Not saying this is Jackie energy. It could be somebody else energy that she could have crossed paths with. Just pretty much somebody has unhealthy urges, sexual urges, if you know what I mean, okay? I ain't gonna really go too deep with that. Sometimes you can look at people and it seems like they got it all together. And that's why it's not good to judge people, because you don't know what's going on with them. This sister, I never really used to, get into wilding out, but I have seen her before on there. And you would think, she was somebody that's very confident, she got it going on. But you know what? Just the opposite. Just the opposite. As you see what came in my reading, insecure. She was very insecure. That's why she went ahead and got that surgery done. And I'm not judging her decision. That was her choice. For whatever reason, she wanted to have that surgery done, that mommy makeover. But not only was she, very insecure, family, about herself, and it was her looks. She was depressed. She wasn't feeling good about herself. She wasn't feeling good on the inside at all. Insecure. Depression. And then we see the word desperation. And then she had so much going on with her. She was very distracted to where she couldn't really see straight as far as, you know, operating in discernment, as far as, when it comes to having the right people or, in her space, as far as getting involved with the right people. It's like to me, she was attracting, people that was envious of her and people that were toxic. Seeking clarity and what was going on with Jacky O in her personal life. Seeking clarity about what was going on with Jacky O in her personal life before her passing. Seeking clarity what was going on with Jacky O in her personal life before her passing. Remember, family, this is a legend, okay? I'm just a messenger. But you know what? I'm picking up on, I don't know what's going on with her love life as far as who she was seeing, but it looks like to me she was getting to that place of getting ready to move forward, putting those things behind her. Um, who knows? Maybe she was, seeing somebody else or talking to somebody else. We did see that word jealousy, so anyway, maybe, her ex could have been jealous of her trying to move on. But anyway, I know what I want. I'm going for it. Maybe she's getting fed up being on the sidelines. And look, I know what I want. I'm going for it. Now, is this pertaining to that surgery? Yeah, she definitely went forward. She definitely went for it as far as having that surgery. Moving forward, not looking back. Accusations, a charge or claim that someone has done something illegal or wrong. So something about accusations was going on behind the scenes. Accuse somebody of wrongdoing. And we also saw they took something of value of hers, and somebody felt like it could be in Jackie energy. Maybe like I said, I don't know if she was seeing somebody new or what, but I don't know if it's pertaining to money. Somebody could have taken her money or whatever the case may be, but something was going on from that perspective. Okay, let's continue. Remember that we're internalizing, thinking things through. Give them time they need to reflect on the situation to make a decision. So it looked like she had a decision to make as well. Yep, yep, yep. She would definitely communicate with somebody. I don't know if they was in her room or it was on the phone. Because we did see something about someone has a backup phone. Please know that. And remember that word grief? Check this out. Feelings of grief, deep sorrow, misery, and sadness. Remember I told you Jack was on the wide path. The wide path, not making wise choices on a path of destruction. And that word destruction came right back out. Pretty much poor thinking, not using good judgment. The sharper color like blue represents communication, speaking up, speaking out, truth telling. This lets me know she was communicating with somebody on that day, and she was speaking up and speaking out, and there was some truth that was coming out on that day about something or about someone. Caution, stop, think, on the wrong path due to negative thinking and your actions. So I'm going to say this, family, I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but I am hoping and praying that whomever she was in contact with, or let me just say this, communicating with, whether they were in her room that day or by phone, somebody had her feeling some type of way. But everything really depends on, it's hard to say. I just say it like this. It had her feeling some type of way. Could there have been complication with the surgery? Yes, indeed. Okay. But if that's not the case, there also could have been complications due to the fact she was supposed to be recovering, staying at the hotel, right? We saw the word drug, we saw the word drunk, so somebody was drinking. It's a good chance, allegedly, she was feeling so in a dark place, depression, due to whatever transpired with the conversation she was having with somebody, okay? She could have been in such a dark place to where she could have been self-medicating, okay, and mixing allegedly drugs with also whatever that was still in her system, because she just had surgery, okay, or alcohol mixed with whatever that was still in her system, okay, left from the surgery, okay. I think about anesthesia and who knows what else could have been in her system, but it's a good chance it could have been a negative reaction. I'm just saying, okay. And I'm only seeing all of this right here because so far I'm not seeing anything in here as far as someone physically caused harm to her. We did see cover up accident, so I'm looking at something you know related to that. Okay, according to the spirit, this is a cover up. Let me just say that, and the truth will not be televised. Let me just say that. Now, I'm not saying that she did any drugs, but she could have been drugged. People can poke you with needles. They can do all of that also. Um, Allegedly, I'm not saying that's the case either, but we still looking at some kind of cover up here. That's what I'm getting. Cause also I think about what came out in the home. I mean, in my private reading, it looked very sketchy. It looked very sketchy. This just say has problem solving skills. It could be her energy or somebody else's. Knowledgeable and intelligent. Or just spirit, she's very smart and intelligent. Now, this is the second time moving forward and moving on is coming out. Ready to move forward positively in a new relationship, or they got their eye on someone that has caught their full attention. So, anyway, from what I'm seeing here, you know, sorry, family. From what I'm seeing here, it looked like she was trying to move forward. Okay, but she may not have been over her ex, but it looked like she was still trying to move forward. All right, family. I'm not trying to make this video that long. Real quick, I want to see how she was feeling about her ex real quick. And how her ex was feeling about her. And I'm going to end this reading. Remember, everything is allegedly, okay? I'm just a messenger. I'm using the Hidden Truth Oracle. God bless Jacky OH Soul. May she soar in power in the afterlife. How did Jacky O feel about her children's father? BC. How did Jacky O feel about her children's father? Hold up. How did Jacky O, what were her thoughts? How did she feel about her children's father before her passing? How did Jacky O feel about her children's father? These are just random messages, family, and this also allegedly, okay? I hid behind material things. That's why the spirit say, be the real you. So, according to the spirit, allegedly, she hid behind material things, okay? Pretty much wearing a mask. Just being near you is intoxicating. My life is not as together as it seems. It was my fault, but I blame you. I regret lying to you. I'm not available. I need to let, I'm sorry, we need to let each other go. So it looked like they were not together as a couple before she passed. It looked like she was trying to move forward, but she wasn't fully over him either. Hold on a minute, family. I need to see something real quick. I need to pull up his picture. Okay. Here's a picture of Jacky O and DC Young Fly. I want to see his picture real quick. I'm gonna use this one because I like to look into the eyes. I'm gonna use this one. I want to get a impression, an energy impression as far as how he felt about her. How did DC feel about Jacky before? her passing? What was his thoughts and feelings about Jacky O before her passing? Hmm. Okay, we have here. We will be together again. I wish I had treated you better. I'm so attracted to you. At the head, I left you before you could leave me. I love you unconditionally. I remember every detail of that day. I think about somebody that's reflecting, looking back on a situation that had happened between those two. And in the center, I want to feel that way again. So a lot of this sounds very past tense, okay? But what stands out to me is this right here. I wish I had treated you better. And then this stands out also to me. I left you before you could leave me. Mm. I don't really want to add to it too much. Let me see. Let me ask one more question. My spirit, what was the thoughts of Jackie before her passing? What was the thoughts that was going on in Jackie's head before her passing? What were the thoughts that was going on in Jackie's head before her passing? Wow, family, this is so touching. This is, even though this is allegedly family, I am torturably gifted. Let me just say that, okay? And I think the Most High God for the gift. But this right here, it's like she's speaking through the messages. I wanted to know her thoughts. What was going on with her mentally. You know, before her passing, for us to get an idea of her of her mindset. Okay, it has here, "I love you." It's like whomever that was on her mind, this is how she was thinking about them. "I love you. I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. I wonder if you are happy without me." At the head, "I lost myself for a little while." Remember that word loss? This is someone that pretty much checked out mentally, okay? Who they are as a person, their self worth. "I'm becoming a better person. I feel you even though we are apart. I feel you even though we are apart." All I can say is she really loved that man, even though they weren't together as a couple. My life is not as together as it seemed. It came right back out. So as we see, there was more to the story as far as what was going on with their sister. But she carried herself wonderfully. I mean, you wouldn't think she had any issues, to tell you the truth. The way she carried herself, she was definitely good at hiding, her pain. Let me just say that. So anyway, family, as I stated, I'm not here accusing anybody of anything, but what I am picking up on, somebody could have been there with her on that day, as far as what could have led up to her mindset, as far as how she was feeling about herself, how she was thinking, and also how she was feeling about herself, and it wasn't good at all. To me, it's like somebody would just tearing her down with their words, and some disagreements, and you know the truth coming out, because I got truth telling, communication. Either somebody was there with her, or we're looking at phone communication, okay? And to me, it's like she kind of spiraled down from there. But the spirit is also saying, accident cover up, because I'm getting drinking, as well as, well, let me say this: I'm getting energies of somebody drinking as well as drug use, or like I said, allegedly, or she could have been drugged. But anyway, please know this: um, the truth may not be televised. Cause like I said, we're looking at Hollywood, but my condolences to her family members. I am picking up on her beautiful light. Yes, indeed. And may she soar in power. God bless her soul. Oh boy. So this is my reading on Jacky O. Thank you, family, for um, taking the time to watch. And let's send lots of love and positive vibe, Jacky way. Peace and love to you all. If you enjoyed this content, give us a good old thumbs up. I appreciate it. And bye for now.